The doors opened in 1912, but it took a little bit of work for them to get permission to open it. Apparently, the school board really didn't like having movie houses close to schools. There was a hearing of the police commissioner's board. The school board objected and some neighbors objected. They didn't want the cinema so close to Howard School. And of course there is still a Howard School just around the corner from the Revue. But finally at the end of January the permit was given, so the Revue opened.
Yes, as I say, my father was a projectionist, and one morning he brought my mother and I down to the theater, and he put on a cartoon just for the two of us, and that was my first shot at seeing a movie.
And Peter McQuillan was, he actually owned the Revue building. He had died, and finally in 2006 his children wanted to get out of the theater business and they wanted to sell the properties. So the cinema went on the market, and it took a little while for it to sell, but during that period the cinema was closed. The neighborhood, though, was very devoted to the cinema. A group founded the Revue Film Society. They raised some money, they looked for someone to purchase the property, and finally someone did come forward in the neighborhood, a man, Danny Mullen, who actually lives on Indian Road there. He decided he wanted to buy the Revue. At that time, the Revue Film Society was able to negotiate a lease, and finally in October 2007 the cinema reopened.
We had a silent film screening here a couple days ago, and we showed a Charlie Chaplin film from 1917, it's one of his funniest works. And no matter how often I show it, the reaction is incredible. Earlier this year, I showed this film to a group of kids in grade 5. Everybody was howling. Yesterday, it was the same story with a group of mostly senior citizens. Everybody was laughing. There's such a deep satisfaction that comes from that, of knowing that you've done a good job.